Welcome to the Morning Bleezy.
we have a soundboard now, and it's. I'm sorry to tell you, it's just like 20 different explosions.
Yeah.
Good Morning Bleezy, wherever you get your podcasts, as long as that's Apple Music or Spotify or SoundCloud. Those are the only avenues we respect.
Yeah.
New York! Go to the convenience store! Put your hand in the cash register for no reason!
That is my favorite Funkmaster Flex quote, bro. Why would he tell people to do that? Put your hand in the cash register for no reason. Their money is your money.
We're gonna be a problem with this soundboard.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I feel like that's why everybody has one. You need that. You need that shit on a podcast. That'll get you going. That shit gets me out of bed every morning. Fuck it. Welcome to the Morning Bleezy.
And Jake.
And this is the podcast that you listen to on your way to that whack ass job that you hate, but you gotta go to it anyway because you gotta pay them bills. And by that 8th, keep giving HBO Max and Hulu your money. Let's go with the weather.
Episode 4, pollen. Get your Flonase. Get your Claritin, get your Zyrtec, reach your hand in the cash register.
Get all the elderberry syrup you possibly can from that Rite Aid. Yup. Make sure you're drinking ginger tea. Keep yourself strong, your immunity strong, because let me tell you something. This pollen is fucking me up. I had my window open for like an hour yesterday. My eyes swole up. I had to take a Claritin in my own house. Imagine having to take a Claritin to sit in your house.
That's what I do every day because I love my cat, Bella.
That's crazy.
I take a Claritin and Flonase. I spray shit up my nose.
Yep.
Just to love my cat.
Yeah. And see, that's the sacrifice that you can make. That's understandable. But
now I got the cat coming at me on one side. I got the pollen going from the fucking window. I go to move my car and I parked under the wrong tree and the whole left side of the car is yellow.
Parking under a tree is whack. Like, that's a rookie mistake in New York. Like, you can't do that during springtime. Remember?
It's the only spot open on like the whole damn block.
Yeah.
On the right side. Oh, we didn't put a sound in for when I get a parking ticket. We were gonna put like a little ding, but.
How many parking tickets has Jake gotten so far?
Since last episode?
Yes.
Another one.
That's crazy.
I know.
For what?
Being in that
fucking spot.
6 square foot area at 11:02 a.m.
Damn, were they even sweeping? Did you take photos?
I got there at like 2 p.m.
crazy.
And I was like, oh, ticket.
Another one.
That's crazy to do. Make sure you move your car. Set that alarm for 6:30 a.m. to go move your car. You're gonna get a ticket. You gotta get your baby diapers.
Is that the weather?
That's the weather.
That's the weather.
Now we're gonna move on to traffic. You know what's whack as hell? The fact that we have a transit app here in New York City, the city that I love so much. Let's say you gotta go to work tomorrow, right? And you're like, oh, let me plan out my day so that I can actually get to where I need to be on time. And you go to look at the schedule, the bus schedule for tomorrow, and it tells you that you have to pay $4.99 a month to look at the bus schedule that you will pay, the bus that you will pay to get on tomorrow to ride. You have to give us $5 each month to look at the schedule. Mind you, you can very well go online and look at that bus schedule for free. However, if you want to look at it now on the app that'll give you a more accurate time, you do got to give us $5. How dare you? MTA, I want justice. I want justice. I want to speak to Eric Adams right now. I'm upset by this. It has thoroughly upset me. There are a lot of things that I'm willing to pay for, but for you to tell me what time the bus is going to come tomorrow, that is simply ridiculous. For me to look at it on my phone on this app that I'm downloading, what the hell is Transit Royale?
That's what it's called?
Yes.
That sounds like a Fortnite event.
You want to know why it sounds like that? Because it's a fucking joke. I just want to say that the app is bullshit. Make sure that you look online at the MTA.com. Look at that shit. Don't pay $4.99 for the fucking transit app.
It's crazy like that it's $4.99 a month.
A month.
Like remember I don't know. This is a random number. Like 8 years ago, like there might be an app that's kind of useful and it costs like $2.99, but you buy the app for $2.99 and then that's it.
That's it.
It's done and now you have that power. Now every app is free, but they want to sink their teeth into you on a monthly basis for the rest of time. That's not growth. That's moving backwards.
That is that's the most leechy shit I have ever seen from this city. When I saw that, I was just so confused because I'm like, you motherfuckers can't even give me an accurate time while the shit is happening. Why would you try to get me to pay you $5 for this entire month so that you can give me a pretty accurate time? I can fucking guess better than that shit. And I can look online and get it for free. I just think that it's egregious, and I hope that none of you have paid for that, because if you have, let me tell you something. You're stupid. But y'all wouldn't have done that. Anyway, but that was traffic.
Sports. Here's what happened. I went to 2 baseball games 2 weeks ago.
2?
Yeah, because I went to the first one because the tickets were so fucking cheap. Mets Nationals. I love the Nationals, and they were in town in Flushing, so I was like, all right, I'm gonna go. And the ticket was like $5 to get into the game. I was like, fuck, okay.
The tickets is $5
on the with all the fees. But I was on the train and I bought the ticket on the train out there, and I bought the wrong day. I bought the following day, so I got to the gate and they were like, that's tomorrow's game. And so then I had to buy another ticket at that moment to get into the first game because I was already there.
Yeah.
I went to 2 games back-to-back nights. Combined, the tickets were like $14.60.
That's... Didn't they shorten the game recently? The general game?
They added a clock between pitches. So before, when you were pitching, you could take your sweet-ass time and just throw the next one when you felt like it. But now, from the moment that you throw the pitch, you got something like 25 seconds to throw the next pitch.
Oh.
Or it's a strike. Or it's a ball. Or whatever. It hurts whoever's delaying it.
I'm going to be honest. I'm not going to shit on a team, but I'm going to just shit on the game in general.
Yeah, go for it.
That shit is boring, high key. Y'all hitting balls with sticks for 5+ hours? That's crazy. And there's no bitches?
You're not lying. They had these they pick a fan out and they have to do a little dumb game and they win a prize. A prize that I watched someone win. You get $1,000 off a Ford car.
Whoa.
They saying, we're gonna give you this prize, which is pressure to go buy a Ford, so that out of the tens of thousands you spend, you get one back because you guessed which hat the ball was under when they spun around real fast on the screen. They had a celebrity lookalike cam where they just found people in the stands and then they put up a picture of who they thought they looked like. One was this guy looks like Elon Musk, and people were like, ha ha ha. But then they had an actual celebrity there, and it was just some fucking guy who was in Pitch Perfect.
Damn.
And everyone around me was like, who the fuck is that? And the screen was and now here at the game, Skylar Aston. I wrote it down because otherwise I was not gonna remember a man's name.
I love that they just bully y'all from the fucking microphone. This motherfucker look like Elon Musk.
Yeah, that's not a compliment, bro.
And now this irrelevant person.
That's what it was.
Y'all still watching?
I can't recommend enough just getting fucked up, going to some public sporting
Yeah.
event, whatever sport, and
Yeah.
just like being like, what compelled all these people to like come out here on a Tuesday night? Like every one of these people has debt and like children and like bills, and they're like, we gotta go see the Mets lose. We gotta go see the Mets. They lost both games.
Ooh.
But they did it and they were into it, and I respect that. And no matter the team or the city or the sport, I just think it's crazy that like sports has that kind of hold on us.
Yeah. Thanks for showing up. Participation award.
I'll take it. Stocks.
We are going to start fucking ranking different forms of media. First up is books. When was the last time you read a book? Ask yourself that question. We got to start picking up these books, y'all. I'm gonna be honest with you, and I'm gonna be for real. I'm gonna put myself out there. I'm gonna be vulnerable. I picked up a book the other day, and I just wanted to read out loud to myself to see like how I would do
if you still had it.
If I still got it, bro. I did not have it. I was like, damn, I have got to start reading aloud more and like reading more, and also the pace in which I was reading. I was like, damn, I gotta pick this up. So practice your reading comprehension, guys. Like for real, pick up a book. Books is up 6 points.
What's down? Give me something that's down.
Down is, I'm gonna be honest, and I hate to say this, poetry.
Holy shit.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I love poetry. I love poetry so much. I was one of the spoken word kids in high school. Shout out to all the queer people. I used to do poetry, and I'm gonna be honest with you, I've been listening to y'all's champions lately, and I'm gonna say something, I'm not very impressed. I mean, it's down. It's down a couple points. It's down 3 points. I'm sorry, Rupi Kapoor. I don't know. I read your book, and I was like, damn, that's crazy. Poetry down 3 points. 6 points, really, I'm gonna be honest with you.
How are TV shows doing?
TV shows are up 3 because we need to start, also remember to appreciate the work of our writers. Stand with them. WGA, we love y'all.
TV shows might be going down without the writers.
Yeah, it's definitely, we're gonna see some interesting pieces of movie and TV coming out, y'all. Shout out to Abbott Elementary. Love Quincy Brunson. Love everybody working on there. Stand with our writers. So yeah, they only up 3 point. Movies, I'm gonna say movies are only up 2 points.
You got the lighter.
I can't even give them a full, I don't even want to give them an explosion. Honestly, movies are kind of meh right now. I'm not seeing any good horror movies as of late. I'm not getting very scared. Y'all are not scaring me. Comedies, they're all right. But I'm not even going to say, I have nothing to pull up. Nothing is, very recognizable. I love me a goth, but Infinity Pool? I don't know. What do we got, movie-wise?
In July, I'll tell you, we got the double header of Barbie and Oppenheimer dropping on the same day. That's an event. Oppenheimer is the movie about the guy who invented the nuclear bomb. It's like a Christopher Nolan joint, and it's just been a meme that is coming out on the same day as Greta Gerwig's next movie, which is Barbie, which is starring Margot Robbie and Ryan Gosling, who was quoted as saying that when he took the role, he doubted his Kenergy, but Margot and Greta helped him find it, and he's proud of his performance. So go see Barbie and Oppenheimer on I think July 21st, whenever that happens.
This is a questionable. Yeah, I feel like that's accurate.
You at random picked the perfect explosion for that.
Next up, we got radio/podcast. I'm gonna be honest with you. It's only up 2 points. I've been listening to more podcasts. We have a podcast, so I'm not going to be a hater towards us and our people. But I think that we could be doing a lot better.
Let's be the first anti-podcast podcast.
I'm going to... We took a stance.
Fuck podcasts. Subscribe to ours. Unsubscribe from everybody else's podcast.
I should see no other podcast on your Spotify except for the Morning Bleezy.
This is how religion happens.
Yeah, it is. Isolating their followers. That's exactly what should happen. Delete all other podcasts. Don't go fuck.
Have no other pods before me.
Your 6 a.m. Monday morning podcast is the only one that you should follow. No false idols. But yeah, they're only up 2 points. I think that, I have a very strong stance on radio. I really do like radio. I liked listening to it. I have a very big attachment to it. Because that's what my mom would put on when she would drive me to school. And I grew up listening to The Breakfast Club. And that maniac is on there. That absolute, just beast of a man. Charlemagne is and he has really I guess cleaned himself up, I guess, within the past couple of years. But do y'all remember how that man used to carry on in the mornings?
Talk about it.
It definitely inspired me for the show, but I'm gonna be honest with you, the craziest shit was said. I remember chilling, actually being in the car and listening to him say that he wants to eat somebody's butt in the morning.
In the morning.
To a person that he don't know. And then he didn't get arrested. And then I have to change it at 7:30. I haven't even eaten a fucking bacon, egg, and cheese. And you're telling me that you want to sniff somebody's chair when they get up? Are you crazy? Are you fucking crazy? But yeah. Radio's only up 2 points because Charlemagne will always bring it down minus 60. But he was funny or whatever. And something that I think is really cute and should be up is letters. Send your best friend a letter. Put it in that bitch's hand and just walk away. Practice your writing. Write a letter. Write a letter to people. Post something. Write a letter and post it up on a blog. Make a blog. Make a fake Insta. Nobody even know that it's you, and just start putting shit up. And that was stocks. Letters up 7 points. 17 points. Letters up 14 points. Yeah. Because 17 is kind of crazy. I got a job.
I feel like the delivered read at 3:08 p.m. has ruined our brains, because you send information out to your homie and you need to know that, okay, well, it's on his phone, he'll see it, it's delivered, or he read, you used to pour your heart out to someone and then give it to a guy on a horse, and then if you heard back in 3 weeks, then they weren't dead.
Yeah. And just pray,
bring that back.
Just pray that they would reach. Deliver a letter. Just slip it under their door. Do something. Don't be weird about it. Get your pigeon to do it. They should be a little bit. That's
the other thing. We're a pro rats and pigeons podcast.
Pro rat and pigeon messenger podcast. For real. Train your rats. Oh, that was crazy.
I like that one. It's a little short.
I like that.
Short little accent.
I like that.
A couple more episodes of this, we're going to start aiming for these keys on purpose.
Yeah. Oh, for sure.
It's on a little MIDI keyboard, so we're hitting C sharp, and it's
Oh, I like that. Was even better. I'm gonna start dropping bombs for real. That's great. That's great. All right.
Yeah. Our main news of the day.
News for this day.
We got to talk to y'all about these BRICS, bro.
We're going to talk about the BRICS, honestly, as much as we can. I know that your dad or your uncle or your not real uncle from another country on WhatsApp is telling you about BRICS and about how you need to start saving your money and you should learn more about it, even though the shit that they tell you, you can't even really decipher it. We're going to talk about those type of BRICS. Brazil, Russia, India, China, and South America.
Because BRICS didn't sound as good. They just...
Yeah, no,
they just stopped off with South. They were like, that's good.
That's good. That's
acronym complete.
BRICS is catchier, which I'm pretty sure we went into it. Those are some really fast growing economies and are projected to be real big by 2050. Perhaps bigger than the U.S. economy, which is a very big economy. I am proud to be an American because let me tell you something. I say whatever the fuck I want to, and I do whatever I want. These countries are aiming to get the US dollar replaced with as like the universal dollar around like in the global economy. And that could be really bad for us because, you know, we already can't afford shit. So what if... Oh no, I can't even say. What if China takes over? What if we're all ruled by China? Because that's actually the thing. We would actually have to wonder that. What would be the universal economy and the universal dollar? And it's looking like it might be the Chinese. Is it?
Well, it would be the brick or like whatever they call their unit.
Brick dollar.
Like all these countries are joining together and they're like making a common currency because like the US has the whole globe like in a chokehold with their dollar, but like if enough of the like medium players all play on the same side, does this sound familiar? If enough of the little guys all realize that their struggle is against the one bigger guy, they can change shit pretty quick.
And that's the thing. I actually wasn't aware that they were trying to make their own dollar. I thought they were going to choose one of them, like one of the countries.
I don't know. Let me Google it real quick. Yeah, like it's a currency that's going to be used for cross-border trade by, you know, the BRICS nations.
Okay. Okay, so they would be, in a sense, they would be creating an entirely new currency.
Yeah, but like they all agree to use it because the point of it is that they could have a bigger say on the world stage if they all use that currency instead of
everybody using the US dollar. I mean that's nice for them, but I'm being honest.
Yeah, talk about it.
I like not paying $20 for bread. I mean, let me tell you something. The U.S. economy is a brutal one, and it is extremely, it is damaging. So, I guess I got to dip. Yeah, we'll just have to dip. Let's enjoy it while we can, and then once that shit takes over, just dip. Start working on your citizen papership right now for, to move into France. Because I know you want to move to the south of France, bitch. Everybody knows you want to move to the south of France. Start your paperwork now.
I think the fact that since the middle of the 1900s, the U.S. has just run the world, because the dollar emerged after World War II pretty strong because every other country got fucked up, but we won that shit. But besides Pearl Harbor, really didn't really get hurt. Take it, and then when oil was blowing up big around the world, we made it so that all oil kind of has to be traded on the dollar. Mm-hmm. So if you're getting involved in oil, you gotta have American currency and you gotta run it through it, and we could just print more of it because it's our currency, but everyone else has to give up whatever is valuable in their own country
to get
get dollars to then be able to survive and compete in the global market. So we've been the bad guy, but we really been the bad guy on this dollar shit for the better part of 100 years coming up, and that has enabled the US to just kind of act however the fuck it wants. We invade all these countries, we destabilize the shit out of everything, and the American way of life at home doesn't really have to change or suffer for it. So it would be kind of scary to be humbled on the national stage in terms of like, I don't trust the government to respond in a way that puts us first when it comes to who's going to take the hit.
Yeah.
But it could be the kind of thing that makes shit so crazy that we have no choice but to take it into our own hands. And then it won't be $20 for bread because like if we're kind of cut off from the rest of the world, maybe we have to solve our own shit at home. I don't know. That's a big if.
That's the big one. Do you feel like, and I'm not gonna lie, I have been feeling, and I have spoken to you about it and a lot of other people, do you feel like that has been the thing that's been hanging up in the air for like subconsciously? Because I didn't really know about this, but from the people that I talk to, I'm kind of like, do you ever feel like this is like the end of America, kind of? You ever feel like this is like, we got a couple, like maybe 30 years left before this girl collapsed and we kind of move on, so whatever is like the next big one? I feel like that American dominance of, you know, the global economy, that has, it really does creates a soft people. It creates a very comfortable people. Like we definitely have some really rough parts of America, but speaking for myself and the people that I know, it can get very comfortable. You don't have to deal with people bombing you or threatening to take your money, and it's not like insane. Like there's corruption obviously, but you know, I got an AC and I got ice makers and I have an iPhone and I drink a lot of Starbucks, and you know, we kind of live in luxury. We're really not used to some bullshit happening down here, but you know, we're gonna have to come to that. You know, every era there's a time where you have to get uncomfortable. I just don't want to do it.
And that goes back to like, you know, when you support a strike, like in terms of what they're standing for, but it's taken away your own actual job.
Yeah.
Like the idea of it is lovely, but then like it starts to strip away your comfort.
Yeah.
America doesn't really leave you with much of a safety net. Look at like in France, like they've been letting shit on fire for weeks, but like they're kind of able to keep doing that with the sustained pressure because they have enough safety net for their citizens. And you know how they got that? By lighting shit on fire like every 50 years for the last 300 years, cutting people's heads off and shit. Yeah. They kind of fear the people in France. And so then when they try to pull some bullshit like pulling the retirement age up from 62 to 64, they grind the country to a halt. Yeah. They put concrete walls up on the highway so they can't do trade. They shut shit down because like they're not going to like get kicked out on the street and starve and get sick and not have nowhere to go because they fought for a little bit of human decency in there before this. When we need to like give shit up here, it's gonna be everyone for themselves.
It's hard. We've
been bred to be very individualistic.
And to talk, and we keep telling ourselves, like we keep talking to each other and being like, no, we have to talk things out, you know, like going the nonviolent way, like let's have a seat, let's be civilized, and then we shame like the other side for like being like a little bit more rough, and we're like, oh, we're uncivilized, and thinking that type of like holier than thou energy will somehow solve the issue, but it doesn't. I'm gonna be honest with you. To quote Succession, our good man, the late Logan Roy, sometimes it is a big dick competition. Sometimes it's a fucking big dick competition. Sometimes you have to fucking start fighting. Sometimes you're gonna have to lose shit. And I have to tell myself that and be like, damn, girl, maybe you can't get your nails done extra long with super kawaii, like fucking gel manicure shit. You can't do that because bread will be $15. And I'm just gonna have to deal with that because you know what? It is what it is. Enjoy it while it lasts, y'all.
It really could be that once America like collapses, it just like sucks for everybody forever. What's up?
They sent me my call sheet for tomorrow. I gotta go to work.
Oh my God. Well, when you're on your way there, I have a podcast to recommend for you. It'll get you through your commute to that whack ass job that you gotta go to, what you don't want to go to. The Morning Bleezy. Subscribe on Apple Music, Spotify, and SoundCloud. Sorry. What?
No, that was great. I love that. I'm gonna subscribe.
You might now. I think everyone has kind of been feeling like we in the final season here for a minute.
Season of America.
And I think Trump, like, obviously Trump getting elected, but Trump like marching around the world for 4 years and representing America. Kind of like, I think everyone has been under America's boot for so long, and they've been scared. Like, look, like you do one 9/11, we'll blow your whole fucking country to shit and leave it in ruins for decades, and then we'll leave because we're like, ooh, I don't know, but we and then over here. Like, all right, see ya. So I think everyone for the longest time has really not wanted to do a BRICS and like kind of like on a very public international scale, like link arms together and be like, yo, fuck America. But I think everything melting down before Trump, but like through Trump here, where we as Americans are like, yo, this is the final season.
Like an exposure of all the bullshit that was going on, and like letting people notice, like, yeah, oh, they're really not about it. Like, this is a shit show. We can take this over. Like, he really was the weakest link. I think he was at least the harbinger of like the end.
The last 7 years has just let everyone see, like, oh, like, they really hanging on by a thread. Like, we should make some moves.
Damn, is this a joke? Like, see, I'm coming from a place of, I'm from New York, and the people around me are like very, let's try to talk it out, and they're not the loudest. They like to, if there's a problem, they'll be like, girl, you just need to vote, and I'm like, okay, girl, I mean, I'm be honest with you, that's not true, but okay. But there is another side and that other side, as much bullshit as they say, I definitely feel like I wish we had that spirit and that aggressiveness, because I feel like if we all just come together, I think that we have like there's so many there are good qualities. I'm going to say so many, but there are good qualities on both sides, and I'm just like, I really wish we could be a little bit angrier. I wish we embrace violence just a little bit more. I mean, if the cops is spraying, why can't you spray? You know how to, like, there's a lot of DIY. I feel like, girl, let me tell you something. You can make a lot of materials out of other materials. Visit your local Home Depot.
No, I think it's important that there's like a difference between like America when like it's the rest of the world like standing up against America. That's like the rest of the world standing up against like the moves that the US government has made through the past and today, and like to dominate the world. And then there's the American people who are also getting fucked over by the American government. Yeah. The American, like, and it's like the government and like the elite, the billionaires, like they all suck each other's dicks. And
it's just them, just in that one room, just
that little pocket of people are driving the planet to the fucking brink. And so if we got like Russia, China, India, Brazil, South America, whoever, and like there's other countries joining that, they're like the leaders, and they get to be in the cool acronym. But I googled other countries joining, and 2 years ago it was Egypt, the UAE, Uruguay, Bangladesh, and I think I saw on Twitter, I can't remember, like more have joined this year. So now we got like a few dozen countries who are all like, yeah, let's do this. And like that means that whenever this is about to like really start changing shit, you are going to see so much fucking media about just how those countries are so evil, and like whatever the US government decides we need to do to counteract that.
Are we hype? I'm hyped for the propaganda.
It's going to be put on us. And so like, I think we all just need to remember that like the other countries who are getting fucked by the US government and elites, and us, the American people who are getting fucked by the U.S. government, at least, like fuck them. Let's all link up. Let's flush them out, and then we'll take care of our shit and leave everyone alone.
But that's the thing.
But they all hate us now.
I'm like, I know that. I think that they all hate us. I don't think they're gonna hate. I don't think they're gonna fuck with American people. I'll be honest with you. I feel like that's the thing. I'm like, we really are on our own out here. Damn, that's so shady to do. We are on motherless children out here. Government doesn't give a fuck, and the BRICS are on their way. It's over. Enjoy it while you can, bro. Go get a fucking croissant from Lafayette before they got this brick dollar coming up. Anyway, so I guess that's news.
And I guess that's the morning Bleezy.
Save your money. Hopefully you've gotten to your job and you know your car not on E, so that you got to refill it when you're on your way back. Take another hit of the Bleed before you go in, because what are they gonna say? They're gonna say you smell dank. That's crazy. That's crazy. Get an iced coffee. Get something.
It's all about the eye drops in the glove box in your car. Yeah. Last thing you do before you go in, you smoke the whole way there, and then you just, you know, you got that shit ready.
Yep.
Pop, walk in.
Head right in. See if you can try to take at least five minutes, steal at least 5 minutes of time every day from the company. And that's the Morning Bleezy.
Tell your friends about it. Tell your enemies about it.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Subscribe. Follow us on The Morning Bleezy on Instagram. And go to themorningbleezy.com.
.keezy.
To subscribe and check out the latest episode on any platform.
Spotify and SoundCloud.
And Apple Music for you fucks out there.
Which is crazy. If you got that, that's crazy.
I did put that third on the when I made the website. I put Spotify, then SoundCloud, then Apple Music.
Yeah.
You gotta be humbled a little bit. If
you're paying for Apple Music, that's insane. Like the format, like the entire layout is it's whack. It's whack as fuck, and they only give you top 50. Get Spotify right now. Bye.